Hey, I got a question for you. How do you tell the world that you're crooked and you hate transparency without outright saying you're crooked and you hate transparency? You charge $84,000 for a FOIA document. Check this out.
A student at Grand Valley State University filed a Freedom of Information Act, but before he could receive the documents, GVSU said he needed to pay $84,000. 13 on your side's Callie Lichter spoke to the student's mother, and tonight she wants the university to justify the massive bill.
We then got a notification from their legal team at Grand Valley saying that in order to get that FOIA information, we'd have to pay he would have to pay $84,000 for it.
Carrie Youthy's son filed a Freedom of Information Act or FOIA request in May with Grand Valley State University to get documents related to an ongoing investigation. When Youthy's son, who wanted his mother to speak to us on his behalf, got the bill for the documents, he was shocked at the $84,000 price tag.
It's almost like they're saying, you know what? We have no desire to help you in your investigation of us. Now, if you wanted a FOIA request about something that didn't have to do with us, it'll probably cost you about 50 cents, maybe $1.50. But for you today, and it's a special, this is a half price special, $84,000. You want to hear how they justify this?
Like any documentation to be changed that way. We didn't ask for any audio recordings. It was just, paper documentations, which should be pretty easily pulled and then redacted and sent.
Submitting a FOIA request allows the public to request access to government records. Asking for documents through a FOIA request does sometimes get pricey, but attorney Mike Walsh says he's never seen a bill like this.
Government agencies have a right to charge for their time and service to provide records. But the whole spirit of the law is to open things up, to share.
Yeah, I agree. The spirit of the law is to open things up, to make things transparent, to give people the opportunity to see what their government is doing. And I do not agree. I don't think that agents of government have the right to charge additional fees to get that level of transparency, because they're already fleecing the American tax cattle to exist in the first place. So charging extra fees, I don't care if it's 50 cents, $1.50. Okay, that might be reasonable, but $50, $75, $150, $84,000, that's a little beyond the pale.
Records with the true owners, which is you and me.
Youthy's son sent an email to the university asking how they came up with $84,000, but he has not gotten a response. Walsh says it's troubling that a law that's supposed to make information accessible actually can be a huge roadblock.
And there you go. They are not going to answer for their attempted crime here. This is attempted criminal activity. They're withholding information. They're withholding public information that a law says that they need to release. That's what the FOIA is all about. Freedom of information. It's not free if you've got to pay for it. Stop calling it free. This is another example where, when the government puts a name on a bill like the Affordable Care Act, was there anything more unaffordable? The Patriot Act, was there anything more unpatriotic? And now you have the Freedom of Information. Is anything less free than having to pay $84,000 for a stack of papers so that you can prove your innocence and the government's guilt?
Obviously, that's daunting for anybody to get a bill for $84,000. And it prevents people from going on to the next step of litigating or whatever they're going to do to get things worked out.
Youthy's son does not have the money for the request, and his mother feels the university is using an outrageous bill to limit his access to public information.
And to where a lot of times things can be handled much easier if everybody worked together.
If you feel like that, it's a usurious, exorbitant amount to keep this guy from moving forward with an investigation of them.
They're more collaboratively. I feel like we're fighting the school that's fighting us, and that's not. Or fighting him, I should say, and it's just not fair.
Callie joins us now from the newsroom. And Callie, has Grand Valley State University said why it'll cost $84,000?
Yes, Juliet, Grand Valley State University says in a statement to 13 on Your Side, the request is very broad and would involve thousands of emails. It says its FOIA officer has offered potential strategies that could narrow the search and reduce costs, Juliet.
That's just an outright lie. There's no way it's going to cost that much money or manpower to get this kind of thing done. So leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list or my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, understand what your rights are and fight for your rights, because freedom is dangerous. The only thing more dangerous is not having freedom, and they want to work us toward that situation, to a tyrannical country as it is, and we just got to stop it. I'll see you in the next video.